Hey guys, Nabil here, and we are going to do a test here with the Steam Deck. As you might know, if you're following the channel, I've gotten the Steam Deck about 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to even test it, which is ridiculous if you ask me. Now, I do have some time, and I've been playing with it, and I'll leave the review for later on, but suffice to say, this thing is a game changer. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try some fighting games, since you know we play a lot of fighting games. So I'm gonna try some of the most famous fighting games that we have in this generation. I gotta say from the get-go, I do not have Guilty Gear Strive. Unfortunately, apologies for that. I do not have that game on Steam. So I'm going to start with the my favorite fighting game of all time. Of course, the King of Fighters 15. So let's go ahead and show you how it plays, and you'll still see the frame rate, so you have an idea how well this thing runs. Now, as you might know, and while we're waiting for this, gentle reminder to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. The other thing is you might want to check my GoFundMe, where I'm trying to go to Japan in 2 weeks, trying to film some cool documentaries in there, as well as cover Tokyo Game Show. Now, I got the ticket. I'm still waiting for the visa, which is a little bit taking some time. So hopefully it's going to be fixed soon. All right, so there you go. The King of Fighters 15. Now, obviously, let's just go with random. Just to give you an idea, really. Let's go with my favorite stage because of the music. Now, I talked about this in a previous video. The D-pad is not the greatest. I'm getting used to it, honestly. But for KOF, it's a bit tough. Let me just remove the... That's better. So as you can see, it's a steady... steady 60 FPS. So very fluid, and you know I had my reserves about the screen, but it is fantastic. The resolution is way enough. It looks crisp. It looks really good. It plays amazing. So that's the King of Fighters for you. And here's Rugal for you. You can also play with this if you want. With the analog sticks, which is fine. So, there's King of Fighters for you. Let me just look at that. Just very fluid, no frame hiccups or anything like that. Now that's out of the way, let's go to the next game I want to try for you and show you, and that is Street Fighter 5. There you go, Street Fighter 5 again, a steady 60 frames per second. There you go. Street Fighter 5, again, steady, 60 frames per second, plays great. Even though it says it's unsupported, the game still works flawlessly. Now let's go to the next game. And that is Samurai Showdown. So Samurai Showdown, again, another game at steady 60 frames per second. And it looks great. So I'm going to try Mortal Kombat 11. And again, this is a relatively modern game, of course. Very demanding in terms of graphics. Of course, we're running at 720p. I haven't changed anything. Everything is on high. And so let's see how well it's going to run. So again, 60 frames per second. For Mortal Kombat 11. It's still 60 FPS, the fatal blow, which is really amazing because the consoles don't have 60 FPS on the fatal blows. So again, another game, another fighting game that runs perfectly on the Steam Deck. Let's try something else. Now I'm gonna try Tekken 7. I actually had a bit of issues in the beginning. I couldn't run the game at all. So I had to force its compatibility with Proton. It's easy to do that. Once you do that, the game runs. However, you have to set it up on medium if you want to get a good frame rate. This is exactly what I did. It's actually on medium, which still looks pretty fantastic. And we have a steady 60 FPS for Tekken 7 on the Steam Deck. Let's try another game. So again, another flawless victory, if you ask me, for the Steam Deck when it comes to fighting games. And one of my favorite games of all time, Ultra Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 is such a great game. It's the revival of fighting games. I stand by those words, and I love that game so much more than Street Fighter 5. So let's go ahead and play and try it using the Steam Deck and using Goken, the master of Ansatsuken. And you can know more about the story of Street Fighter in my new ongoing Street Fighter Story Explained videos Link is in the description.
Let's get started.
So again, 60 FPS. So another 60 FPS game, plays awesome. Let's try more fighting games. Another favorite of mine is, of course, the King of Fighters 13, which says it's unsupported, but it actually plays very well. Again, steady 60 frames per second, plays great, awesome again to be able to play these games on the go. Now we're gonna try a couple more games and then a little bit of a surprise at the end. Let's get going. The Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Now this came 5 years ago. We're gonna go ahead and try Third Strike. And obviously it works. So again, being able to play these games on the go is a huge plus and a huge selling point for me using the Steam Deck. Also, if you go into locals, this is a great device to go with you, take with you, and be able to run tournaments. And now this is pretty much all the fighting games that I have on here, but I have a little bit of a surprise that I'm going to show you that I can use the Steam Deck to play. I'm not going to explain how it works. I'm just going to show you a couple titles and then we'll end the video there. So let's check this surprise right now. You saw that right? That's Capcom versus SNK 2 on the Dreamcast, running on the Steam Deck.
Live and let die.
One of the best fighting games ever. Again.
Fury, wild ambition.
Now this is the Fatal Fury Wild Ambition. That's the PlayStation version, not the Neo Geo 64, obviously. As you can see, it runs fine. Again, little old gems that I would love to play every now and then, and you can have that with you wherever you go, which is great. And finally, I want to show this, which is one of my favorite, the Game Boy version of King of Fighters 95. I played this thing so much, so much, and I still have the original cartridge, and I just love it a lot. It's just crazy. So it's great to be able to play this again on the deck. Oh my god, I played this. This was my King of Fighters. Dude, AG is... So there you have it. The Steam Deck is a great device for fighting games and a lot of other things. I'll be doing a full review of this thing soon. I'm getting used to the D-pad, which was a bit of an issue for me, but now I'm getting used to it. So there you go. Those are a few fighting games running on the Steam Deck, and as you can see, they run perfectly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you guys for watching.